Just off the shores of Lake Erie, we are at First Energy Stadium in a city aptly named after its founder, Moses Cleveland, way back in 1796. Nothing like the fanfare of introductions to an NFL game, and that was in evidence a moment ago. Fireworks, pyrotechnics, you name it. This crowd is ready as their guys get set to match up between the Atlanta Falcons and the Cleveland Browns. First carry for the former Buckeye, J.K. Dobbins. And somehow he's going to get a yard out of this as he fought through that first contact. It's second down.
Well, no doubt about it. A really nice job there by the defense, not allowing him to get to the perimeter. But that means your defensive ends, your outside linebackers, the guys that you pay big money to sack the quarterback, they also have to have interest in the running game as well. And they did a nice job there of holding the point of attack and not giving ground.
They just do get the play off. Now Winston. They'll set up the screen to McCaffrey. And he'll wind up losing yardage here back at the 21-yard line. Call it a loss of 6 on the play. And it's going to be third down and a ways to go here. 3rd and 14. Winston. And they work this well upfield across the 45. Able to convert on 3rd and 14. A terrific play call. And on this first drive, looks like they want to get that vertical passing game going early.
And they did, and what a warning shot they just fired. If you're not going to back up and play coverage deep, we're going to attack you all game long. And once you adjust to that and you start to back off, then that opens things up underneath. A really nice start for them. Great way to get the game going.
On 1st and 10, it's Dobbins. And he's over midfield and into Falcon territory. 5 yards on the carry. Good pickup on first down.
That's a really nice job by them picking up the run blitz and detecting it and blocking it and turning it into a nice run. And a lot of times you think if you blitz a running play, you're going to smother it. But a lot of the blitzers, they come in a little bit high. They don't have great leverage, and they're easily blocked and turned to the side.
5 yards on first down, but now just a 1-yard pickup there on second.
The goal of a wide receiver screen is get enough blockers in front to create a wall and let him pick his spot to run the football. How about the defense there, swarming to it and not allowing that to happen? Did not let him get downfield.
Winston from the gun on 3rd down. And the throw there going to be incomplete.
Quarterbacks work all the time on manipulating the defense with their eyes and their head movement. In this case, he just stared the receiver down. That allowed for excellent coverage, able to knock that one away.
They only punted twice in the win last week as he gets this one away. Fielded at the 20. A special teams mistake there, no doubt. Just 26 yards officially on the punt. And the Falcons will be taking over 1st and 10. First and 10, and kind of tipping their hand at running the ball. 3 tight ends are out there. And not much, maybe a yard up to the 29. 42.
Well, sometimes you just have to give credit to the defense. Great job there at the point of attack, holding up. They won their battles at the line of scrimmage, left him no space to try and run.
Into heavy traffic, and it's intercepted. Picked up by Tremaine Edmonds, the linebacker. And his guys are going to get the football at the 28-yard line. Not a good omen there. His first throw of the afternoon intercepted.
And I know what the fans are thinking right now. I hope there's not negative thoughts in his head going forward since that's his first throw of the game. But one of the things I remember about him coming out of school is he's able to wipe things away pretty easily and move on.
And just no chance of turning the corner. He can only get back to the line of scrimmage. 2nd and 10 coming up. Maybe I'm wrong, but it looked like even if he had opted to keep that, I don't think there was going to be much to gain.
Seemed like it was perfectly defense. And know what they say? Those guys on the other side, they get paid too.
And they'll have it in the red zone before he crosses over out of bounds. 11 yards there, 1st down. That's probably as simple of a throw as he'll have all game.
And good for everyone. Good for his completion percentage. Good for the receptions for the receivers. But you know how they work on that. They have footballs with no laces. So as soon as you get the snap, you're just throwing the football. All right, you're not trying to find the laces and grip it a certain way. That takes time. Just get the ball and throw it. So that's how they practice it all the time now, too.
It's a 6-yard gain on the ground, and that'll make it 2nd and 4.
A quick burst there, and he nicely bit off a pretty decent gain.
At the 11-yard line.
Play action now. Winston. Caught on the right side by Jones. And he is into the end zone. Touchdown, Cleveland. An 11-yard touchdown. And the Browns have taken the early lead. It's up and through to make it 7-0 Browns.
Makes the score Browns 7, Falcons nothing. Jason Sanders set to kick off.
Now after the touchdown, ready to kick it away is Sanders. And this carries into the end zone. And he'll be stopped right around where he would have been had he gone down to a knee, maybe a yard shy of there at the 24-yard line. About set to begin their next drive, the Falcons offense at the line. They had the interception last time. It led to the opening touchdown. So now 7-0 the score as they start 1st and 10. And he's taken down but able to slip across the 35. Nice way to start the drive, a gain of 12 and a 1st down. So from the 36 now, 1st and 10.
First down.
He's got a 1st down and then some at midfield. The 30.
That's right, baby. It's
10,
all me.
Touchdown, Falcons.
Touchdown.
A big play there. His 1st touchdown of the new season. And the Falcons are an extra point away from tying the football game.
Earlier in the week when they had their scouting report meeting, this was the explosiveness that they talked about trying to contain. They were concerned about it all week, yet he still did it to them. Wonder how that's going to carry over the rest of the game.
Will Lutz set to kick off.
So all even at 7 now as they kick it away. This is Tony Pollard. And they'll have very good starting field position as he's up just shy of the 40.
Take over 1st and 10 at their own 39-yard line.
The Browns drive about to get started. And for them, a touchdown their last go-around. Obviously, they'll be hoping to do that again.
And when you start plotting for this drive, when you start thinking to yourself, okay, what are we going to do? You don't go away from what you did before because that worked. But you have to be prepared for wrinkles and counters because you know they'll make some adjustments.
And out of bounds on the other side of midfield at the 45. That play going for 16 yards to start the drive. 1st down.
1st and 10 at the 45-yard line.
On 1st down, this is McCaffrey. And this winds up a gain of 4 to the 41.
The ball carrier.
Well, on every play call, you realize it's not going to go for a touchdown. So a lot of your calls are setting things up for maybe later in the game, trying to establish the inside run with toughness now, hopefully get to the perimeter later. And let's face it, you could do worse than a 4-yard run on 1st down.
On 2nd down, McCaffrey able to push forward for about 4 down to the 37.
Christian McCaffrey on the handoff. He's brought down at the
7-7, our score after one.
End of the first quarter, with the score tied 7-7.
They'll try and pick it up with McCaffrey. And he's going to have the first down, yardage to the 35.
Cleveland Browns
Got what he needed for the first down with a gain of 2.
3rd and 2, right? So this is a situation where low man has got to win at the line of scrimmage, but it's not just the low man winning. It's the low man who's winning with some force, and they had that to pick up the first down.
Barely picking it up, but they did. Ball up to the 35 now as they come up on 1st and 10.
He's cracked. Here we go. Even.
They go play action. Winston. And that is incomplete. He couldn't hold on through the contact. Brings up 2nd down.
And I think they'd be well served to take that type of a physical approach against him the rest of the game. He's had his way so far, but on that last one, that worked quite well for the defense.
Mike 5-5. Mike 55. Mike 5-5. Here we go. D. All day. Defense. All day. All day. Check. 55 to Mike. Check. 50. Easy. Here we go. Mike 55. Mike to 30. Gotta do better. Come on, QB. Come on. Here we go.
Play fake. Winston. That's to McCaffrey, complete. And that's going to be good for another first down as the tackle's made at the Falcons' 19. 15 yards on the play, first down.
Well, that certainly has to feel good. It's not all the time that the play caller should get all the credit. Sometimes I think in the huddle, the quarterback just says, hey, who's going to make a play for me? I just need something right here. And the end result there, nice first down. Drive keeps moving.
So here's a 1st and 10 now, down inside the 20. Back to the ground attack here. It's McCaffrey. And all the way down inside the 5 to the 4. A good gain again. That's now 31 yards combined on those last 2 plays.
A good run there off right tackle in an old school NFL football. The right side of the offensive line, often known as the nasty side. The left side, usually the technical side. Kind of reminds me of the old Atlanta Falcons 2009-2000.
And he takes this one in for a Brown score. Taking it in from 4 yards out. And the Browns have taken the lead. Well, they weren't messing around. 1st and goal, they don't do anything fancy. They just go to the fullback right away.
I like how you phrase that because oftentimes they come back to the fullback when it's late in the down and distance count, right? In this case, first down, let's go get it right now.
And he got it 6 points on the board. So not much time to speak of remaining in this first half as the kick's away. This will make it into the end zone. And he returns this to the 22.
The Falcons take over 1st and 10 at their own 22-yard line.
About set to begin their next drive, the Falcons offense at the line. They trail a 1-score deficit, 14-7 as they come up 1st and 10. He'll get a nice chunk there on the first down run, and it's 2nd and 4.
Tremaine Edmonds on the tackle. A 6-yard pickup brings up
play action. Now it's Tua. Escaping the pressure right. Tua hit, and the ball is out. And I think the Browns got it. They did. And that play just looked a little helter-skelter from the start. That's the risk as a quarterback. Once you take off with that football, you might fumble it, and he did.
And he was going for the reward, which is gaining yardage, breaking down the defense. But you're right about the risk. Always lurking out there. Someone always trying to get to the football. Try to find a place to cover up and slide and protect what you've earned.
Credited with a 1-yard gain there to make it 2nd and 9.
Yeah, things were pretty stacked up there in the middle of the line. A lot of bodies, not much space. I think ultimately he was fortunate to get anything out of that run.
McCaffrey on the toss right. Now that play is blown up, losing yardage back at the 35. They wind up losing a couple there, so they go behind the original line of scrimmage, and now 3rd and 11 coming up.
It's 3rd and 11.
The chance of wasting this great starting field position, a real threat. This is 3rd and long.
Let's go, defense. Let's get out the field, defense. Mike 5-5, Mike 55, Mike 5-5. Watch the slats. Check.
On play action, Winston gets this to his running back. It's Christian McCaffrey. And they will stop him short. They get him to the ground at the 27. No first down. That'll bring up 4th down. They wind up getting 8 yards, but they needed more than that. Now Jason Sanders for the field goal try. This from 44 yards out, left hash. The kick by Sanders is good. And they will move up by 10 now, 17-7. So they recovered the fumble, but ultimately could not take advantage of the short field.
Definitely a lost opportunity right there. I mean, they were in prime position to put 6 on the board. Ended up settling for 3.
And ultimately cannot get this out to the 25-yard line as he's dropped at the 23.
At their own 23-yard line.
About set to begin their next drive, the Falcons offense at the line. And last time they coughed it up, led to a field goal. They're fortunate that it only led to a field goal, but still, they're not happy about it.
Could you sense the relief, though, when they only gave up the field goal and they were able to trot back out on the field and start this drive? A little more pep in their step because they didn't cost their team a touchdown. But they know they've got to do it a lot better than they did on the last possession.
The coach will just be relieved, though, if they recoup with a score here, right?
I think the coach will be ecstatic to see them pick themselves back up and now take it downfield, punch in the end zone without turning it over.
It's a gain of 13 and a first down for Atlanta.
13 yards.
And we've hit the 2-minute mark in this first half of action. Back-to-back good plays have them on the move on first down. A reminder coming up at halftime, we'll head to Orlando. Standing by there, Jonathan Coachman. He'll have stats and scores from around the NFL in his 2nd week of the regular season. And incomplete as he was knocked as he threw it. And it took the ball off course.
They've given up a few first downs on this drive, but getting the incompletion there, that should give them something to build on and maybe turn the tide.
So now 2nd and 10 after the incompletion on first down. From the gun, it's Tua. Throwing over the middle, and it's incomplete. Trey Burton, the one he was looking for. And it's 3rd down.
Incomplete.
Feels like they're getting caught in between here because they had incompletions on 1st and 2nd down. Now you got to worry a little bit about the clock because you prefer not to give them another shot here in the first half. If you don't pick up the first down, guess what? You're likely going to have to.
It's caught. Jones. And they're going to have another first down as he's going to be tackled at the Browns' 37. 12 yards there as they keep this drive rolling. It's another first down.
First down.
Line of scrimmage, the 37 on 1st and 10. Hands it off out of the gun. And brought down, but not before they're inside the 25. Another nice gain, 13 yards that time, and another first down.
A gain of 13 yards. First down, Falcons.
Running game working. They'll stick with it on first down. And they'll work it inside the 15-yard line before it's all said and done. 11 more on that one and another first down.
We use the word relentless a lot with guys who are aggressive on the field. In this case, it really fits, doesn't it? How about his ability to break tackles and his feet never stop moving?
His pass caught at the 4. And he'll take it into the end zone. Touchdown, Atlanta.
Touchdown.
From 13 yards out. And the Falcons draw a bit closer. And this is up and good to make it a 17-14 game.
Makes the score Browns 17. Falcons 14.
So not much time to speak of remaining in this first half as the kick's away. Now Pollard. And good starting field position. He'll get this one all the way up to about the 35-yard line.
The Browns take over 1st and 10 at their own 35-yard line.
The Cleveland offense ready to go. You're under a minute to go here in the half. Field position not really in your favor, but still time to try and move the ball and get in field goal range.
Yeah, you've got the lead. It's definitely a thought. Let's go ahead and try and increase it. But at the same time, I don't like the odds. I don't like where they are on the field. Got the lead. They've done well in the first half. Don't mess it up and go into halftime looking at each other wondering what if.
From the shotgun, it's Winston. Looking downfield for Jones. And it's incomplete. Took a shot, couldn't connect. He was trying to get it to Zay Jones that time. That'll bring up second down.
Early on, the running game's been working well, and the offensive line has been pleased by that. The thought process there, catch those safeties creeping up, trying to help against the running game. They tried to hit them over the top, unsuccessfully.
Here's 2nd and 10 now from the 35. From the gun, Winston. He's going to hit his man out of the backfield, complete. And he'll be taken down, but not before he gets into enemy territory. Now the Browns will use the first of their 3 timeouts as they'll stop it with 25 seconds to go here in half number 1. Jameis now on first down. He's going to find his running back. It's complete. Now the Browns signal for the second of their timeouts as the clock will stop with 21 seconds to go here in the first half. Eight yards to go on second down. They'll throw again. Winston. And this one caught by Cameron Braid. And that's going to be good for another first down as the tackle's made at the Falcons' 25-yard line. A gain there of 21 yards.
10 at the 25-yard line.
First down, Winston. And that's incomplete. Clock stops with 10 seconds left.
Jones, incomplete. Grant Delpit on the coverage.
An incomplete pass leads to 2nd and 10 from the 25. Jameis again. He's going to let it go deep for the end zone. And this is caught. Touchdown, Cleveland. Chris Conley in the final seconds of the first half. And the Browns are going to tack on to their advantage. Good start to the season for him. He had the touchdown last week in the opener and a second one in week 2 now.
How about the pace he's already established, right? Not sure he can keep it up for an entire season, but don't burst the bubble because he thinks that he can.
Do guys go into a season with a goal for touchdown scored or yardage? What do you think?
I think every single one of the guys who's going to touch the football, they all have those types of goals. They all have those types of thoughts. And then they just have to see how the season unfolds if they can stay with it.
Unfolding so far so good for him.
At their own 25-yard line.
About set to begin their next drive. The Falcons offense at the line. Time here for likely one play, then off to the locker room, and they're going to have some adjustments to make.
They certainly will, and I think a lot of people are thinking to themselves, all right, take the knee, get out of here, regroup. But how will the head coach and his staff approach halftime? Will it be angry? Will it be clinical? Will they be calm? Will they just let it all out? Who knows? I'd love to be a fly on the wall for this one, though.
Jason Sanders set to kick off.
It'll be Falcons football, and they trail here as we get back underway on EA Sports. Fielded a couple yards into the end zone. And he'll be stopped right around where he would have been had he gone down to a knee, maybe a yard shy of there at the 24.
24-yard line.
And they'll come out with a 3 tight end look on the first play of the drive. Tua going to throw. And that's going to be incomplete. Too tough to hold on to that one. It's second down.
It's been clear in this matchup which side has been the more physical one. It's been this defense. And here's another example on that last play.
From the 24, they'll go again on 2nd and 10. Tagovailoa working out of the gun. No, he almost had it. Already with 1 interception, just missing his second there.
Number 81.
Well, so far in this drive, they've done some good work. They force incompletions on 1st and 2nd down, bring up 3rd and 10. That brings up the big question. Do they bring pressure or do they play coverage on this down?
Big play coming up. Here's 3rd and 10.
I would expect to see some pressure here.
The pressure drops off as they'll look to throw. Now they set up the screen. That's complete. And he'll be out of bounds across the 30-yard line. 8 yards on the screen there, not enough. And it'll be 4th down.
For a second there, I thought that might break big. Screen pass. Looked like it was coming together. Looked like there was an opening. Still, ended up with a solid game.
The Browns take over 1st and 10 at their own 42-yard line.
The Browns drive about to get started. They were able to get the ball back here, didn't surrender any points. Now they'll look to add to that lead.
Hey, how about the boost the defense gave them? Going right out on the field, shutting them down, not giving up any points, and turning the ball back over. They want to do their part now and show them a little respect and some gratitude by scoring some points.
And to get a little more cushion. The last run got a couple. Here's 2nd and 8. They stay on the ground. McCaffrey again. And he's over midfield and into Falcon territory. Good work to pick up 7 yards there. That gets him into a 3rd and 1 situation.
Well, you certainly have to give a little credit here because they're playing this game now at their pace. This is ball control football, sustained runs, taking their time, and making it work.
3rd down, here's McCaffrey. And he'll get this into enemy territory, but not by much as he's down to the 48. He needed 2, he got 1, and that's going to leave him with 4th down and a yard. The Browns send out their punter now as he'll kick it away for the 2nd time. And here's a very low-line drive, almost whiffed on it. Officially, that'll be marked down as just a 28-yard punt. And possession will switch hands, 1st and 10. About set to begin their next drive. The Falcons offense at the line. And they're coming off a 3-and-out, my friend.
I think they've got to look at that play sheet and go to a spot that they haven't gone before. Time to shake things up a little bit to try and get this offense moving.
Okay, so how do you do that? How do you shake things up?
You look at what you called before, realize it hasn't worked
Go to
so
something
well,
else.
and maybe you try and find one of those special plays from one of your better players, and maybe try and hit something big and get things going in the excitement area.
Now they're going to be dealing with a 3rd and 7. Is that one officially a loss of 1? Plays like that, Charles, no doubt, they're just going to continue to fuel this crowd.
And this defense is already playing well, but it also feeds on the energy of that crowd that you're talking about, and that takes them up to another level. Right now, they're playing really loose. They've got the lead, and what a nice stop they just made there behind the line of scrimmage.
He's got his tight end, Jake Butt. And he'll get to the 29-yard line, brought down there. They get 7 there, but it brings up 4th.
So much about offense is what you call hidden yardage. You know, you throw the ball to someone, they catch it, and then they can make a big play. You know, they create a play, run after catch. They did a really nice job there of limiting that and keeping him from a first down.
Yeah, stopped him in his tracks.
The 50-yard line.
On the NFL scoreboard, they are in the third now in New Orleans. And the Saints have scored again, enjoying a comfortable cushion. And we'll keep an eye on that one as our game goes along here. They'll try to get the running game going with McCaffrey. And he's going to be stopped up at about the 47-yard line.
The handoff.
Give him 3 on first down. It'll set up a 2nd and 7.
3-yard pickup.
Yeah, I don't know if it's exactly a win-win, but if you're on offense, you'll take that kind of a run, all right? It was kind of stacked up, found a little bit of yardage, and frankly, they're pretty close to staying on schedule on offense. The playbook is still open for the coordinator.
Again, they run. Again, it's McCaffrey. He'll get about 4 here, down to the 43-yard line.
The ball carrier.
On any running play that's called, they're always hoping that it's going to break big and go the distance. But when you get a nice gain like that, you're able to do so many things anyway. You can come back and run essentially the same play again, continue to move the ball on the ground, or you can decide to throw the ball now because usually you have the defense back on its heels.
Check, 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 check.
Trying to run for it with Pollard. And he won't be close to a first down as he runs into a wall right around the line of scrimmage. No gain there on the play, and that's going to leave him with a 4th down. The Browns send out their punter now as he's on here to punt it away. And that hits at the 6 and carries into the end zone for a touchback.
At their own 20-yard line.
About set to begin their next drive, the Falcons offense at the line. And down on the scoreboard, certainly needing to avoid what happened on the last drive, punting the football. And he lost the football. And this is picked up by the Browns. And he'll take this back down inside the 20. Obviously, you got to hold on to the football, but I've got to give credit to the defense there. Good job of knocking it free.
Yeah, because a lot of the time we just blame the offensive players for not taking care of it. How about the effort of the defensive players knowing that guys are going to, and if they're good, anticipate the contact coming and try and cover up the football. And they still find ways to knock it free.
Winston now after the fumble recovery. Looking end zone, but it's incomplete.
And to put it mildly, this is a tough spot defensively. They have to come right back out and defend their red zone. But how about that good first step towards forcing them to settle for at least 3 points? I think they're also thinking bigger right now. Imagine being able to stop them totally and change the momentum.
Third quarter action. Appreciate you joining us from Cleveland, Ohio. 2nd and 10. He'll get forward for 3 down to the 16-yard line. Pretty good little 2-play sequence there. You force the incompletion, then a very short pickup.
Yeah, now maybe you bring in an extra defensive back or 2 because you want to try and defend on 3rd down. They like to play those nickel or sub packages, don't they?
On 3rd down, Winston. And it'll be intercepted. Marcus May with a pick. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back.
1st and 10.
And Brandon, this is a real nice job defensively of getting inside a quarterback's head and figuring out, okay, where's he going with the football? Because you can make an educated guess defensively. Not all the time, but sometimes. And when you're right, you've got a decent chance of coming away with the football.
They'll try and set up the screen. It's complete. No gain on the screen there. It's 2nd down.
To number 36. No gain on the play.
3 quarters have come and gone. We'll return with more after this break. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. Had the completed pass, but for no gain, stopped right at the line, so it's 2nd and 10. Now a man open down the middle of the field. And he's got it past the 30 before he's hit and dropped. Give him 14 on that one and a first down. So they'll come up 1st and 10 now from the 33. Here's Tagovailoa to throw. A slant to Jones. And he'll be tackled right on the chalk of the 45. Another connection between the two. This one good for 12 and a first down. So signs of life in what's been a dormant offense in this second half. Here's 1st and 10. The throw over the middle taken in. And they'll get him down as he's inside the 40. 17 more yards on that one as they keep the drive rolling. So a 1st and 10 upcoming from Browns territory now at the 38. From the gun, he'll hand this off. And he's taken down inside the 30. That'll be a pickup of 10 as they try to recover from this 10-point deficit.
It's a gain of 10.
Right back to him on 1st down. Just what you want on a 1st down run. Call it 8 yards, and it's 2nd and 2.
This drive is turning into an extended one, and the guy carrying the ball, he's becoming more like a body blows guy. Every carry is putting some damage on the defense. So after a while, I'm not too sure how many guys are going to want to run up and tackle him.
8 yards the tally on that 1st down run. Here's 2nd and 2. And they'll run on the inside handoff. And maybe a measure of revenge there. He's had his way in this one, but this time they get him behind the line. He winds up giving a yard back there, and now it's 3rd and 2.
Third down.
The Falcons on 3rd down. Just 1 for 3 thus far. Here it's 3rd and 2. Throwing now is Tagovailoa. And now another turnover as this one's intercepted. Picked up by Tremaine Edmonds, the linebacker.
I'm not sure, Brandon, we've seen a sloppier played game this year for a team on offense. Turn it over 4 times and expect to win? No chance whatsoever. And look, I have no idea what the ratio is about turning over 4 times and how that correlates to winning or losing, but I'll guarantee you, it's not very good.
Following the interception, Winston. He'll air this one out deep for Perriman. And that's caught inside the 30. And they finally do get him, but not before he reaches the 27.
When you have someone throwing it that well, that confidently, you don't have to call the game in fear at all, do you? You just go ahead and play.
Yep, confidence with a lead to throw it here in the 4th, and boom, he's on the money.
Yeah, you don't have to tuck your head in and go like turtle at this point. You can just go ahead and play.
And this will be incomplete. Physical play on the football there, and it's 2nd down.
And, partner, to me, that one was all about timing. If he's there too early, it's going to be a pass interference call. If he's too late, it's a completed pass. He was Johnny on the spot on that one.
5 yards. Now it's 3rd and 5.
Brandon, I've got to think this offensive line has got some smiles on its faces. And I know it sounds crazy, but they practiced for this back in training camp. They knew they'd be in situations where it'd be extra defenders in the box coming after them, trying to keep them from locking down a game. Right now, they want to show the world they're up to the challenge.
Working out of the gun, Winston. And he fires one, but incomplete. Well, the other day they told us when we've got 3rd and 5 or less, we have to be able to convert. And I guess every team would say that, Charles, but an opportunity missed there.
What they were trying to tell us is they believe it's a matchup game at that point. And they liked some matchups that they had, thought they could exploit them, unable to do so on that play.
So they settle for just the 3, but clearly right now anything helps trying to salt this one away in the 4th.
Without a doubt, obviously a touchdown probably would have been the final nail to finish this thing off, but they still ate up time, got points. So while it's not mission accomplished, it's darn close.
And tackled at the 21-yard line, so a net negative there of 4 yards.
21-yard line.
About set to begin their next drive, the Falcons offense at the line. And there are parts of their last drive they'd like to emulate. And of course, they'd like to forget the ending, the intercept. To a hit, and the ball is out. But the Falcons were able to recover, so they will keep possession. Fortunate to get that football back, because trailing here in the second half, last thing they needed was to lose the possession.
And the word I think of here is opportunity, because it could have been lost there, their chance to score points. But the opportunity for the defense was to go ahead and really close this game down if they were able to get possession.
So they keep the football, but now face 2nd and long. From the gun, they'll try to run it. And he'll be brought down right at the 30 here.
Number 36.
That one good for 17 as they're set up better now for third down. 2 minutes left to play in this football game here on EA Sports.
Third down.
So it's Falcon football as we welcome you back. And let's see what they've come up with offensively after having time to talk it over. This complete to Jones. Weaving through traffic, and now he's free. Touchdown, Falcons. Julio Jones. His third touchdown now on the year. And the Falcons have cut it to within a score. Heck of a start to his season. He had 2 touchdowns in the opener last week, another one here in week 2.
Well, I don't want to call him a touchdown machine this early, but sometimes you get locked in, and you feel good about things. You get into that zone, and those touchdowns come in bunches. He may be off to that kind of a start.
It's like he was shot out of a cannon. I would imagine success this early, great momentum going forward for the rest of the year.
He keeps this up, they'll soon be chanting MVP anytime he touches the ball.
The Cleveland offense ready to go. And this game not quite over yet. And we'll likely see him take all 3 timeouts defensively, so they can't just kneel this one out. They're going to have to try to run a few plays.
You're exactly right. They've got to get a first down and make them use up all their timeouts in order to feel like they have this one in hand.
And 8 at the 27-yard line.
2nd and 8. Here's Winston. It's a short one here, complete to his tight end. Now he's got this almost to the 40 before going out. So a decent gain, but all for naught on the penalty.
That's too bad, isn't it? They were feeling pretty good about it. Only people celebrating, the guys who just gave up that play.
Now they face a 2nd and long following the holding penalty. Winston here to throw. He's going to look deep for Perriman. And that's caught inside the 30. A big play that time for Cleveland. 55 yards. Sometimes the one-handed catches are unnecessary, but he was trying to ward off the defender with the other, so maybe that was just a good play.
So that tells you that not only do they imagine those types of catches, they actually work on them with defenders jostling them in order to keep their concentration and haul it in.
At the 25-yard line.
Yeah, give him 4 yards there. It'll be 2nd and 6.
2nd and 6.
Now the Browns will use the first of their 3 timeouts. That'll leave them with 2 remaining. We'll be back after this. From the 25, here's 2nd and 6. Winston to throw. That is caught inside the 5. And he'll take it into the end zone for a Browns touchdown. 25 yards for the touchdown. And the Browns add on to their lead. Now here's Winston as his guys will line up and go for the 2-point conversion. They're going to try and run. And he is into the end zone to bump the lead up 2 more.
Score Browns 35. Falcons 21.
Now after the touchdown, ready to kick it away is Sanders. Fielded a couple yards into the end zone. And not willing to risk another fumble. He'll sit on this one. It's a touchback.
25-yard line.
About set to begin their next drive. The Falcons offense at the line. Well, this is just an exercise in futility. Do you even bother running a play here offensively?
I wouldn't.
And the Browns pressure gets to him that time, and he's going to go down. Melvin Ingram In there to make the sack on what will be the final act in this ball game.
Falcons.
Charles, we saw a lot of points go up in this one. Certainly defensively, stuff that they can look at on film, don't you think?
No doubt about it. And they've got to go back and check where the errors are, how they're going to fix them, and continue to get better at what they do. But they also need a little adjustment with their confidence. To give up that many points, even if you win a game, that can hurt you.
So for the Browns, they use the favorable early schedule to their advantage as they move to 2-0. And they will hit the road next week to take on the Carolina Panthers. Meanwhile, for Atlanta, they'll drop to 0-2. And they'll have a chance at redemption next week at home against the Los Angeles Rams. And for Charles Davis and our entire crew, I'm Brandon Gaudin. You've been watching the NFL on EA Sports.
Kick it and go. Kick it and go. With stiff arms, spin move in zones, go.